So yeah, Kim, your carriage was gone yesterday, and now there are these fuck the world dudes standing around it. What's all this about? Can we help you guys?
That's one brutal motor carriage.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it neon style.
Uh-huh.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
Who are you?
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches, flow bears, or skulls.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls yet.
Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs.
So who are the skulls?
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
One with amnesia.
It's not a question. Don't get into it.
I'm glad you asked. I'm a hobo cop.
The question was rhetorical.
Oh.
The skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertne.
Besmatine, or the Besmati, the Immortals, are West Rivisholian crime syndicates.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
Non-verbal.
If a skull spots you, he will pull out his dagger and stab you without saying a word.
The lieutenant's voice is as calm as usual, a testament to the violence and death he's witnessed through the sight of his firearm.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around the brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
Do you know anything about the murder that took place here?
Murder?
A man was hanged in the backyard of the Whirling Regs.
Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man.
Also, he was hanged.
Cool. Let me make some notes. Anything else?
He was hanged from a tree.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along.
No, Kim, we're getting good intel here.
Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything?
Like, you can't know things, man.
Ah, this sounds like epistemology, a field so occupied by thought that it begins to question thought itself. However, there is no way these young men could possibly be aware of her work.
I know that you don't know shit, or I'm not going to entertain you with this any longer. No, I know you don't know shit, guys.
Exactly. How can one know shit? For example, how can one be sure that there truly is a body hanging behind a hostel?
Well, there isn't anymore. I shot it down from the tree. It was fucking awesome, and now it's in a freezer.
What if it's art? Or just a mere specter?
That could be the case, yes, a brilliant work of art.
The lieutenant raises an eyebrow, but does not
Kim was
comment.
like, oh god. I really hope one day he's gonna get sensible and take this seriously. Yeah, do you guys know Cindy the Skull?
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
Oh yes, I will.
For all all their nihilistic posturing,
Give them the
these young
regards.
men are not lacking in youthful idealism. Odd, there isn't a hint of hate in them. It's like they're piss and fuck the world out of some kind of moral obligation. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
Yeah, these guys are just posing. Oh yeah, I see you guys are into Nordic dance music.
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
Be wary of the abyss.
Why?
Probably because of how non-verbal their mode of operation is going to be. It's a threat.
A threat? Good, I like those. Oh, just want to talk about the music now there's conflict all of a sudden. This is too much. No, I like those.
But I don't. In fact, I dislike them so much I'm willing to drag you boys back to the station just to calm myself down.
Damn.
Hey, there's no need for that.
Kim's going all bad
We're
cop
just
now.
talking here. Joking too. Stay light, man.
Yeah. Didn't you cops, like, have some questions about skulls or some shit?
Why aren't there more skulls in Martinez?
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Apart from the unions themselves.
I was just
of
gonna
course.
say, there is the Union, kind of a mafia all to themselves.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
You know, that's like being back in 1940s Chicago and they say, well, you know, we've got Al Capone, so there's really not much in the way of organized crime here. You know, like when we're talking about, say, Yakuza and triads and that kind of thing, you know, it's like, oh, wait, apart from, you know, yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Your rhetoric is confusing. Are you part of the skulls or not?
We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them.
What makes you think the organization would even accept you?
Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
But in a non-threatening and definitely legal way.
Right on, fuck. So what's happening now?
Okay, enough about the scullery then. Yeah, what's with the jackets?
What about them?
Turn to the blonde. Why does it have this piss whatever written on it?
Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss. The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences. Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message.
Makes sense.
What I mean
I don't know what
by
he's
this
talking
is
about.
We are all piss and that the world is inherently meaningless.
It seems that the young man has a certain expertise in at least one field, even if it's rather narrow.
Okay, so the dark-haired youth. Why do you have "fuck the world" written on your jacket?
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it.
I'm wondering if the poetics come with the jacket, or are they derived from something else entirely?
To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though,
Blow it up.
you get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone. Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. sticking your dick into the void.
What the fuck is this guy even talking
Hate
about
to
now?
admit it, but in a weird way, he's got a point. Is it a coincidence that here we have 2 badass jackets and 2 badass cops?
Hey, Kim,
Yes?
what do you think about their jackets?
Leather jackets adorned with immature writing? The ideology they convey helps the boys justify poor choices in life and fashion. I'm not a fan.
Kim, it's fucking brutal as ever. Love it. Yeah. You know, the jackets are scaring you, that's cool. Damn. Why are you always so patronizing when cool possibilities cross our path?
What are you implying?
Which one would you wear, Kim?
I'm not sure I understand you, detective.
Are you more of one or the other?
Neither.
Oh, man, come on, Kim. It's a mental exercise.
Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think peace is the stronger of the two statements.
Interesting. Because I feel more like a fuck the world kind of guy anyway.
Seems about right, especially considering your heroic exit attempts.
Uh-huh.
That's an origin story for a dynamic duo right there.
So are we done here? Or you don't need us around for your secret whisper party, do you?
Oh my god. 17%. Ask for the jackets. I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
These guys aren't scary. You're not scary. I have nothing to work with here. It's either begging or bullying, or both. Just ask them, maybe.
Gentlemen, I need your jackets.
Why?
Look at the shit I'm wearing. I'm wearing a bathrobe, for fuck's sake. Do I have to answer that?
If you don't have to answer, then we don't have to give you our jackets.
Oh,
It
damn.
doesn't sound
Lawyered.
like you have a reason.
Fucking lawyer, dude. Okay, look at the shit I'm wearing.
Yeah, like he said, total shit. What about it?
You didn't say that.
Well, it's not shit, it's disco. But I'm wearing horrible clothes to catch horrible people. It's depressing. Leather would look so much cooler on me.
The lieutenant looks down at his bomber jacket and shrugs, obviously content with his uniform.
Please?
Fine. Fuck it.
Oh my
Here.
god!
Take it then.
But he gave me
I
the
can't
wrong. I want
handle
the
this
fuck the
sad
world
shit.
one. Oh wow. Dude, you see, saying please gets you a long way, even with a shitty roll. You can say please.
It's true. He simply can't. It's called empathy. Wow. I did not see that coming. You better wear that jacket with pride.
Fuck that. You're not getting mine. My dad's a lawyer in La Delta. He'll have your badge.
No, he won't.
Ah,
The lieutenant is lightly amused by the situation.
oh. Sad cop is secret easy mode? Oh, damn. Wait, world fucker, you got a rich dad?
No. He's like a volunteer lawyer. A total bitch. Cites law and does dishes.
What? Does dishes? It was like a volunteer lawyer. Is that like a volunteer firefighter?
You know what, cop? Fuck you. That's not what this is about. You're not getting my jacket.
Fuck him. We don't need his rich dad jacket anyway.
What if I said please? Okay, we don't need the other one. You said that you're more of this piss whatever kind of guy, so I got the jacket for you, Kim.
I'm not wearing that jacket.
Oh, you could raise hell, go undercover hard.
I don't think this case requires us to go undercover or raise hell. In fact, I don't think the jacket will be useful at all.
Still good to know we have it should the need
The
arise.
need will not arise.
Look at this cute shit. How can we become skulls if you go around fraternizing with cops? Let's get the fuck out of here before anyone sees us.
Yes, we cleared these guys out off the street by literally just embarrassing them.
Fuck. I'm sorry, man. I just don't like confrontations, that's all.
Oh, that was so good. What an encounter, I love it. Let's have a look at this jacket then. I mean, we've got that one. That'll give us logic. That's giving us drama. That's going to give us more drama and -1 on authority. Yes!
You finally made it, haven't you? People point fingers at you and whisper to each other when you pass by, wondering to themselves, where did that man get such a cool jacket? Did he receive it upon graduating the École Normale Supérieure de Badasserie? Is he dangerous?
I'm dangerous. A danger to myself. What am I doing? This is insane. No, damn right I'm dangerous.
You are very dangerous, my friend. Dangerous and cool. In fact, no one dares to say a single thing about the jacket. But believe me, they are all very impressed.
Damn right. Super fucking impressed. Alright. I want to call the station, see if they finally have information for us.
Levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Alright, did you actually find anything out about the owner of the armored boots?
Still no word, I'm afraid, sir. I know it must be frustrating.
You said a day!
Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
It's been 2 now!
In the cabin, you see a set.
Oh my goodness. You're useless to me. Okay, so can we finally open this? Surely after a whole night. This is gonna be defrosted, right?
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
I could put one in physical instrument. Guess. But I don't wanna. I'm assuming that eventually it will just be something we can open without needing to force it open. Because we've just unplugged it. We've just got to wait for it to defrost, right? Oh, what we can do, I keep forgetting every time we come back here. We can go and solve the mystery of this dilapidated area. Yeah, seems like a possibility. There's a better crowbar you can find? Really? I mean, I've got this multi-tool. I can't remember who gave it to us. I think it was the lady at the church who gave it to us. So we do have that. And we've got the old basic pry bar. Yeah, we already got that. But yeah, we need to figure this place out as well. So, anyway. Here's the thing. We're going to take a quick break first, because this could take a while. Hi guys, welcome back. Okay. So, we need to have a look at this finally.
Coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Oh, because I've got +1 for helping sooner with her research? We now got a boost to this? Nice. Alright, let's give it a try.
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths.
Hello?
The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease.
Oh, hi.
You've awakened the entity.
The entity. Oh god, somebody's starting up a chainsaw? Really? Summon the ghost of this doomed commercial area. Answer me, spirit.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
Oh,
After you, officer.
sweet. Who the hell's gardening in this weather? It's grey and raining outside. And somebody's started up like a hedge trimmer or something. Oh, I need my flashlight in here, don't I? Yeah. Right, so we're back here. Oh, also, while we're here, before I forget, why don't we try that
Tiles on the
password?
cube are still smoldering. Casting the framework, the speaker comes to.
Good morning. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeat Station 1.
Alright.
Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Yeah, let's try the production schedule password.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife death.
Good. I've unlocked the production schedule.
Nice.
After ending the call, please press print to access the filament.
Really? She just used the same password? Maybe those radio computer guys aren't that paranoid after all.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Nope.
Thank you. And
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Alright, print.
With a quiet
I'm gonna
determination,
shut my door.
the printer starts printing, a piece of paper unfolding like a handheld fan. A black crisscross of letters covers its surface.
Read the printout.
It's a project report written by the lead producer, Andrew Andy Schott, about Whirl Untethered, a radio game developed by Studio Fortress Accident. The first few pages give an overview of the capital and workforce, while the rest of it seems to be a production schedule.
Alright. Read about the money.
In its short time of existence, Fortress Accident SCA managed to burn through truly insane amounts of money.
Ooh.
The first tranche of seed financing brought in 150,000 Riyal, but then came the delays. Eventually, the damage reached 400,000 Riyal, with only half of the game finished.
Where did they get all that money?
Let's just say it was a real adventure for their Igaunian investor.
More like a real adventure. Yeah. Read about the workforce. Who worked there? How long?
Fortress Accident employed 18 people, the bulk of the team composed of writers and concept artists. There were also radio programmers, sound engineers, a CEO, 2 marketing experts, and a single overburdened producer who developed a habit of popping Pyrrolidon in the basement to escape his obligations. Why did Fortress Accident have so many concept artists?
Why did a radio game need so many artists?
It didn't.
It didn't need so many concept artists.
No, definitely not. A few more producers could have come in handy though, especially when dealing with writers, some of whom routinely skipped work because of mental health issues and extremely unprofessional sleep schedules. One of them even managed to steal some valuable company property before skipping town for good.
Ooh. Alright, production schedule.
The production schedule depicts their glorious descent into bankruptcy.
So, what happened?
It was impossible not to fail. The project was too large, and no amount of money could satiate the ever-expanding ambitions of the development team. They tried to make a 4 million Riyal game with 400,000 in their bank account. They thought they could bridge the gap with pure willpower and imagination. They couldn't.
I could have done it. No. So they were done in by their own ambitions.
No. Even then, success remained within an ever-narrowing margin of possibility that, despite everything, never entirely disappeared. That is, until they discovered the Valley of the Heads.
The what?
At the 11th hour, the lead designer, Jimsk-born Sulisław Jalisa, decided that what Wirral Untethered needed was a secret mystical location at the extreme edge of the map. This place was to be the Valley of the Heads, where the heads of all the headless constructs could be found. The player would have been able to choose a head for their headless party member, and each head would have been voiced on air by a professional actor.
What? That is insane shit, yes. Who were these people?
The world had never seen their kind before, and might never again.
How many heads were there?
So many. The last count, there were approximately 10,000 heads for 10,000 headless men, all of which could be endlessly recombined.
Yeah, math. How many combinations could be made?
Do you really want to know? There seems to be a calculation here, but it may take a while.
How bad could it be? That is a number. Oh, dear me. That is a number. Yeah. Oh. Oh, no. There's more number. Uh-oh.
The lieutenant taps his foot impatiently, his arms folded tight against his chest.
What have I done? Are we done?
What if you broke the radio computer? What if it's never going to stop?
Please stop. Ooh, 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 ooh.
And that's it.
Oh. That's what did them in. They were killed by numbers.
Well, yeah, that and the catastrophic data loss.
Yeah. So that's the anomaly that Suna mentioned in the church log.
On the nature of the data loss, there's ominously little information in the production log. It comes at the very end, where things get fuzzy and dark, where tables and numbers seem to vanish into an eerie nothingness, before the Igaunian investors pulled the plug. What is clear is that one day, an unidentified numeric anomaly occurred on the East Insulindian lintel front, just as the Wirral Untethered project was being compiled that day.
So the anomaly caused the data to get lost in the air.
When the project was returned, it was completely blank.
But it also, the off-site backup that was actually not off-site, it was just not plugged in, also lost all its data as well, and that's what we're trying to get out of the freezer.
The team spent weeks on the phone with Lintel, the service provider, but despite their diagnostics, they could never produce a satisfactory explanation or pay for the loss.
So they lost the whole game, but they wouldn't even pay for it?
Always read the terms of service.
Yes.
And let's face it, they didn't have any money left for illegal action.
So was there a copy of the game, a backup?
Mysteriously enough, it seems that the off-site copy happened to be on-site when the catastrophic data loss occurred. It was the lead programmer's responsibility to oversee weekly maintenance of the off-site copy and, well, keep it off-site. An explanatory note from the lead programmer has been attached.
And what does it say?
S. Luukinen Kilda, the lead programmer of Fortress Accident. The off-site copy was on-site because there was no off-site anymore. Not for me, Not after 8 months of crunch.
Wow.
I didn't have a home anymore, so I started keeping it in the basement in the ice bear refrigerator, near where I went to sleep. It was perfectly safe there. The temperature conditions were optimal.
Not very convincing, is it?
Her former colleagues would agree with you.
Is there anything else from the lead programmer?
The production schedule ends with a few random notes that seem to be added sometime later.
Read them.
4 months later, by an unknown author. I am the only one left, and it's gotten rather damp here. A few other businesses have gone under, too. Slipstream switched to making skis, and the hairdressers just left, cursing Martinez. They're right, though. Something's seriously wrong with this place. Martinez. All of it. Still haven't got an answer from Lintel about what happened. All I could get were the physical coordinates of the error on the East Insulindian front on that day. Since the computation happened on air, I reckoned it had to coincide with an actually existing location. I have compared the coordinates to a map of Revachol West. Turns out it's only 800 meters from here. The address is Saint-Brun 1147. I am going there to look this thing in the eye.
So that's the church. That's the anomaly in the spire. That the Spider-Man dude is up there, like, getting high off of or something. Tear it off, throw it away.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow.
Remove it.
The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
Nice. Okay. So we've done that while we're here. I did wonder if maybe it used the same password. Now we know it does. What is this? Poor animals, no rest for their bodies even after death. Yeah. So she said there was a curtain. Did we look up here? I don't think we did we? Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. Ooh. Ah, postcard. Oh, right. Oh, so this is our ghost. Tray full of dice, colourful polyhedral dice, hundreds of them. Oh my god, this guy has nerd rocks. The candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. Dude, you down to play some D&D? Alright, well we don't need this anymore, let's put that on. Oh wait, no, that's not what we carry anymore, we carry this. That's right. Oh, no, that's not it either. Where is it? That's it. They look similar.
Hello, I'm Nia.
Okay.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius. So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now. She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Yeah. What do you mean by Milius?
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
Uh-huh.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages.
Useful.
But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
So you must have me confused with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
I like role-playing games. I need some dice.
Very good. My rate is 10 real per set, unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shells like stalagmites. This person means you, or no one else, absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
So how did you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Do you like role-playing games yourself?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items. She's thankful for the security they provide her.
Okay, I'd like to order a die from you.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
There's We're All Untethered. Any cursed dice?
Ah, yes. Fortress Accident. It's too bad they never finished their game. The We're All Untethered die is a variation of a standard role-playing die. Only, instead of plants, it uses motives of ice and death. And loss, of course.
Ice, death, loss. Sounds like you.
Charming.
I'm thinking something made from alligator jawbone, cast in black resin. The reptile bone is as white as ice and dead as, well, death. For 7 real, I could have it ready in 8 hours.
Ooh. So what is a standard roleplay die?
It's an icosy tetrahedron, a 24-sided die that can produce results for 2-sided, 3-sided, 4-sided, 6-sided, and 12-sided die with a single roll.
Pretty badass.
Technically, you can also use it for many other sizes, but you may need to reroll results.
Loving it. So nifty.
Why do you need to cast it in resin?
Untreated bone is porous and prone to chipping. Cast it in something hard like resin though, and voila, it's perfect.
Well, let's think about a different one though. That sounds
Maybe
pretty
you
cool.
have some other ideas for dice?
Something cursed.
What do you mean by cursed?
Like this commercial area. Or like my life. Or abracadabra. Perish like this world. My life.
Alright, how about I surprise you? Come back in 8 hours with 7 real, and I'll give you your cursed die.
Okay, so that's 7 real. Let's have a look at some of the
Maybe
others.
You have some other ideas for dice?
Tell me about an extraordinary die.
A star that fell from the firmament? Those cost more than 7 real. Are you sure?
No, maybe not worth it.
Alright, maybe some other die then?
I'm very regular. I'm not regular at all. Something to help with my work.
I think I have just the right one for you.
Police colors.
Uh-huh. Red and blue, hey? Because I'm a police officer, right?
Not the most original, I know. But sometimes the obvious choice is obvious because it's best. Here, catch. They're a gift from me.
Oh, sweet.
A
Freebie.
beautiful woman tossing you a gift. Whatever you do, don't overthink it.
So, we're gonna have children yet, or what? I mean, wait, Oh, 28%. Catch it. Totally overthinking it.
You overthink it. Your hands can't agree what to do, and the 2 dice drop to the floor and scatter in opposite directions, like pearls from a broken string. The blue one disappears down the pit in the center of the room.
Ah, down the drain, like your career.
Ow.
I apologize, officer. That comment was unnecessary.
Wow. I'll pick up the red die.
That one is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay. The other one was the inverse. They were a set, you see, but now the set is broken.
It might be down in the basement, though. It could have gone down the chute.
It's a shame. They might have brought you luck. And you definitely need luck in Martinez.
This would be like that episode of Luther. You know, we could be like those twin brothers. Was it Luther? I think it was an episode of Luther with the twin brothers who were on like a killing rampage or like an attack rampage, like hurting people, and they were rolling dice to see what they would do first every time because they were like super into roleplay or something. They were obsessed with roleplay game systems and structures, and they had like notebooks keeping score, and they were trying to outdo each other, you know, like rolling their physical stats and what they were allowed to do. And one of them had a hammer, another one had a water pistol full of acid, and yeah, shit like that. It was like, yeah, really, really bizarre episode.
Is she pitying you?
We could do the
Good
opposite
God,
of that.
She's pitying you.
We could be a police officer that rolls our dice to see what we do.
Now, was there anything else?
Well, let's order that chaos dice, I
Tell me
think.
what you have in mind.
Cursed dice, I think. Was it the cursed one? No, I kind of like the we're all untethered one. No, the cursed one.
What
Let's go
do
with the
you
cursed
mean
one.
by all right. How about I surprise?
Here we go.
Great. See you in 8 hours then. Was there anything else?
So what do you know about the man who was lynched?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here. The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I mean, that's not entirely impossible because every report we've had said that it was literally they just came in quietly, strung the guy up, and walked away.
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know,
There was no shouting or
I
yelling.
usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What kind of daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
Such as?
During daytime, there are usually those kids.
Fucking
And
Kuno.
lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
Fucking Kuno.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire. She's not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her focused existence.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
So you never took your eyes off work to look out the window.
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
It's light here, but dark in the yard at night.
Yeah.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
How often do you work on Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
Alright, thanks for the answers.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Where are we anyway? What is this place?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
Creative.
I've heard the place is cursed. Did you know that people call it the doomed commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
The Plaisance is the one who sent me. She's convinced the place is swarming with a malicious energy.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energy spared her somehow?
Yeah, she's been rubbing essential oils on everything like crazy. She's either a wise woman with trinkets, or actually the bookstore isn't doing that well, no. There are hardly any customers and she has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going. The curse is just biding its time before it strikes again. Sooner or later, everyone will fail, even her. I don't know why the bookstore hasn't gone bankrupt yet. That's what I'm here to investigate. Yeah, what's she dealing out of the back room? Yeah, we'll go with 2. He exploits her own daughter.
All right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
It's an entirely separate building. So the malicious energies can't reach there. But that's not doing well either. Its waitress just took off for some reason. We don't know why she left. It's a mystery. Yeah. But it's a totally separate building.
And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Yeah, it's almost like Plaisance is full of shit because she just hears you talking down the chimney every now and then and thinks there's a demon here. Dice Girl is easily the chillest character. She is, isn't she? Dice Girl or Manana. They're the two, like, just chilled out dudes.
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
Plaisance thinks it's because you're the source of it and a malignant entity, or it's because you're competent and dedicated to your craft. The curse doesn't affect people like you. The curse will get to you, I have no doubts, so I'll be the first to admit there are many inconsistencies with this curse. No, it's because you're competent. You're awesome.
What, so the curse only affects people with poor work ethics? What you're describing isn't a curse. It's capitalism.
Maybe they're one and the same thing.
Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
I think it could be you, though. Starting to see there's no curse, only business decisions and a natural market fluctuation.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see. Plaisance is not going to like what you have to tell her.
Good. 8% on my shivers. What? Do you know what happened to the tenants and why everyone else has gone?
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Almost like a propeller ski business taxidermy studio and an MMO radio game are worse business ideas than making custom generic gemstones. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
Well, they've got to admit they're definitely very volatile markets. Whereas she's just making dice. And she doesn't pay rent. She doesn't really... Like, she's not pursuing the capital, as it were. So there used to be a hair salon.
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad.
The customers should have been more open-minded. I guess I'm a simple man, I don't really have any opinions on my hairstyle. I mean, he doesn't really, does he? We'll just go with that. Yeah, living rent-free in a chimney is definitely part of it. I doubt she pays taxes either. Exactly, whereas the other guys had business responsibilities because they were like actual companies, whereas she's just like a hobby, you know, a hobby business. So, who's she gonna go bankrupt to, Yeah, that's why her business hasn't failed. She's not in debt. She hasn't got like a loan for capital. She's got no investors. She's just chilling here, making dice, living the dream, you know. Alright, I don't have any opinions on my hairstyle.
Me neither. I just want it off my face.
So what happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club. A community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Yeah, and teach them how to punch each other instead. Great. She can't impact the local property values. That's it, yeah, exactly. It's just kind of, she's just slipped on by the turbulent market. It's like a tiny little stone in the bottom of a raging river. Maybe that's what fucking Kuno needs? A community-centric boxing club? No, I was going to say what Kuno needs is just a punch. But, you know, yeah. So who was this guy?
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
So Kuno needs this.
Kuno? Who's Kuno?
Oh, the fucking crackhead kid down the road. He's sort of the king around here, in his mind. A little ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies. Yeah, who is Kuno? Your guess is as good as mine. No, he's the little ginger bastard.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard. I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
So how did the community project work out?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Yeah. It's like, why would they do that?
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
So what's with the broken windows? Fucking Kuno?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milieu. Who would have guessed?
Ugh.
What's the snuff milieu?
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Do we really want to know? Yeah, I'm not even going to ask.
Yeah, don't.
I think we can guess what that is. Did someone here make stuffed animals? I saw mounts lying around.
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs. Anything else?
He did drugs and he stuffed dead animals. Nice. And the creepy mannequins.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came.
Wait. But what? Insect... Why? What?
The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
Well then... I like insects, I'm glad that happened. No. But insects don't have any brains or feelings, or they get what they deserve. Making clothes out of beetle wings is a terrible idea. It kind of is. It's like, fucking beetle wings? Really? Wow.
At least it had some spark to it. Most young designers just combine lace with leather and call it original. Anything else?
The rotor blades and the skis?
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
Well then. Yes.
Honestly,
Wait
I
to
think
go
it's quite
test the
funny.
products.
I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
Yeah, well, that's illegal. Why isn't he being arrested?
Sure, it's illegal, but it's not exactly anything extraordinary in business. Besides, Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those keys and blades are still lying around.
They were just props. Why return them?
And the strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She liked them.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
Yeah, they took long lunches, huh? Yeah. What do you mean liberal? What happened?
The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
From what I've seen, the project did look quite impressive.
Yes,
Ambitious.
but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic, and to show up to work on time.
Yeah, that's incredibly hard. So I would have supported them if the project looked great, or you're right, they should have just tried harder. Now, I would have supported them.
Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings.
Yeah.
The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes, like snowfall.
Anything else?
A terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar, with a fridge stuck in its stomach. What the hell is that?
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here.
Not anymore, we're in for frozen corpses, because there's one in there, but go on.
The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Indeed. What were the other ideas?
Alright, what were they?
There was really just one. And it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Sounds like she really didn't like those girls.
Okay. I know a girl like that works at the freight. Not particularly friendly. Or what do they expect 20 cents per hour as dogs pay? I'm surprised they showed up to work at all. An award-winning idea. How else do you choose people around you? Yeah, 20 cents an hour is just crap.
Oh, but they did. They did show up to work, and not alone. There were also acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the ice cream stand. And they already had the bear.
What about the bear?
The bear.
The bear. Yes, it didn't work out.
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Revachol ICT lost the price war to its rival, Class A 5000. Class A 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
A no-brainer. I'd go there too. It's the market doing its job. Or I'm sure the bear was doing its best. The bear was scary. Every time I saw the bear, I felt scared like it could come alive any moment. Now, the bear was probably just trying to do its best job.
Maybe, because the taxidermist who made that bear definitely wasn't. Doing his best, I mean.
How come?
He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherion.
Oh my god.
Sounds cool.
So what is a vision beast?
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life. By telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
Okay, so yeah, it's the pink dragon. Cool. I don't think we do drugs other than alcohol. I think our guy just boozes himself to death.
Very good. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer after all.
Exactly.
Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire. Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
Found the building intercom is not working.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
So you have a doorbell there. Which one?
The one with an empty name card. It's the last one in the list. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
Alright, more questions.
Sure, I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
And 8% shivers. Well, I still have 1 point left. And shivers is one of the things I want to put it into. 17%. Here we go.
A gust of cold air sweeps through the chimney. The stones and minerals on the shelves rattle as though agitated. For a moment, it almost feels as though you're outside the building, exposed to the atmosphere.
This is still just a theory, but hear me out. I think I know why your business hasn't failed.
Didn't we already talk about this?
No. It's because you're not in the same building as the others. This isn't technically the doomed commercial area.
What are you talking about? My address is exactly the same. Rue de Saint-Guilain 10.
You're living in the chimney. So...
No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture. Its ruins swallowed up. Yet it has a different address in the heart of the city.
yeah, this used to be a coal plant. You're in a chimney of another building.
This doesn't make any sense. Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from?
I mean, you know, hey, the spirit world has its rules, it has its bureaucracies, you know. Let's say I have my own methods, unusual methods. It has a different address in the heart of the city. Just using logic, it's windy in here. You probably haven't properly sealed the chimney crown, point above.
You're right. I should take a trip to the roof once the snow is gone. Does it mean that I'm safe from failure?
Don't let her become complacent. She still needs to ward her soul against the evil forces.
It's only your workshop that's protected. You should still do something to defend your person. What?
Do you know what this is?
A piece of metal shining on her index finger. A lucky charm, a ward, a regular piece of jewelry.
It's a mourning ring. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the East Delta Commerce Center, built with the little I inherited from my parents. I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan.
See, the curse is real. I bet you didn't run this little jewelry shop from your protective depths of the old chimney.
No, you're right. I didn't. It wasn't just the jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world that you were supposed to try again and again until you finally succeed. And now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney?
Don't call it a dump. You've made it nice and cozy in here.
Yeah. Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed. It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out the way you want it. That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be, you can try again. Still, there is something inherently violent even about dice rolls. It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending or an entirely different world. But anyway, Thanks for sharing your theories, officer.
I have a thought now. Oh my god. Temporarily, while we're researching this, all red checks will fail? Whoa. Pretty cool. Okay. Well, we'll not bother with that. I don't even have a space to put it. So we're going to pick up the die in 8 hours. So we come back here at night and we'll get it. I have an item. There's my die. Cool. Alright, well, that was interesting. Oh, we need a flashlight. Let's go see if we can find the other die. And then we should probably, you know, move the investigation along a little bit. We'll have to report this to Plaisance as well and say, look, there is a curse, but you're doing fine, and this lady's doing fine, so it's all cool. Don't worry.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace.
Ow.
A hollow ring echoes through the furnace. Your toe hurts.
I was just wondering if kicking it maybe caused it to come out, but it doesn't look as though it's here. Oh, man. Where's my other... Oh, I was kind of hoping to find the other die down here, but... I guess not. Can we open this shit yet?
This orange machine is... You slip your fingers.
Didn't Solna give you a perfect tool for this kind of job?
Yeah. Alright. Let's try it again.
This orange machine...
Still locked. Okay. How are we supposed to deal with that, I wonder? I would have thought it's defrosted by now and you can just open it, because we have to use the tool to break it open when it's got a lot of ice on it. So surely eventually that check should just go away. What's up, kiddo? It's not going to get any easier on its own, really. That's kind of weird. I guess I'm going to have to put a point in physical instrument at some point.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus?
The dark sarcophagus.
Yes? How was it?
Tell her how ghastly it was. You know it's what she wants to hear.
Yes. A charnel house of failed business enterprises leeching life energy from the bookstore.
I knew it. Oh, such horrors that have been thrust upon us. But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity?
Some thoughts also reset white checks. Oh, really? Interesting. Yes, I talked to the entity. Her name is Nia, and she's a novelty dice maker.
A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
Yeah, she was using jawbones of alligators. Pretty cool. I felt her aura. She is not the one to blame for the curse.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
The narrative she's built herself, it does need tearing down. Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
Yes. So she says there's no curse because there are too many inconsistencies, or the source is the taxidermist shop. He became involved in the dark arts and taxidermy and brought the void spirits down on this place. Or honestly, I don't have any answers yet. Nope, we're not doing that. There is another entity more malignant pulling the strings in Martinez. Perhaps my travels will cross paths with it. No, I'm going to lie.
Oh, how horrid! I knew something wasn't right about that place.
Fucking taxidermist, dude. Anyone who stuffs dead animals for a living. Oh, yeah.
Tell me, did you find a way to break the curse?
I called upon the spirit of Guillaume le Million to banish the curse in a flash of disco brilliance. I love it. I de-spooked it. It is now being de-spoopified. I got the anti-spook soap out and I gave the place a damn good scrubbing. No, yeah. I called upon the spirit of Guillaume le Million to banish the curse.
Guillaume le Million? The singer who made that awful face? Well, I do see the resemblance. All that matters is that the energies are retreating. I can already feel the curse lifting.
Yes, sure you
It will be a long
can.
time until we're fully free of it, of course. But still, thank you, officer. Truly, you've brought a better psycho-emanation to this humble bookstore, and that's no small achievement.
She so badly wants this to be over. She would have believed anything. It will only last a day or two, a week tops. Then her mood will sour and she will feel the curse again.
All right, then. All's well that ends well. Should we return to our ordinary lives?
Yes. Alright, I have a point that I can put in somewhere. I should probably put it in physical instrument. What do you guys think? Maybe I should also put on as many physical instrument clothes as possible.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
What am I doing?
Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hat.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
And how does it feel?
Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your jacket grow heavy. The cold finds its way under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you.
What's in the west?
Sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinez, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Who are you, ghosts?
The skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows. Will you ever go there?
Will I?
No, you are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the bay from Martinez every day.
What's down the shore?
Urban coastline, rain dripping off Eternite-covered roofs. Cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction. A defunct research and development building, once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water.
And beyond that?
Coal City, end of all lines.
Run your fingers through your dampened hair. What is in the east?
The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide.
Clench your teeth to stop shuddering.
Behind the gates, heaps of supply crates, red and blue metal shipping containers, slick with rain. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor is an artificial mountain range. Immense wealth resides within, and immeasurable poverty in its shadow.
Beyond that?
La Drusienne, King Drui's passenger harbor. Cruise ships flanked by dock arms. Cranes watching over the mouth of the river distributary.
What is across the distributary?
Kuron, the lower middle class. Distributary after distributary cuts the city blocks in half. 7-story buildings trail off into the rain.
What is beyond the Quran?
A silvery curtain of rain over the houses. The class divide. You have never been there. They don't need the law east of the river.
North?
Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play. The morning news. A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. The lingering odor of decomposition mixes with that of damp soil.
What's in the south?
A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised.
And what's on the other side?
The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
Where the hood at? Oh, why am I not there?
To be in Martinez, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town, in the shadow of the day the revolution fell.
What am I doing here?
Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland.
Now where the hood at?
Have a brother in the cut. Where the hood at?
Shudder and look further.
In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
What's above?
Coalition aerostatics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
Motherfucker.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. I'd recommend you put on your coat.
I have a coat on. I have my pretty sweet leather jacket, thank you very much, that I got off of a very polite young gang member when I said please. Alright. Do I want to put this in physical instrument? And let's just get that done. And then, is there anything we should maybe wear that gives us more physical instrument? The white tank top. Okay, less drama for now. That's -2, so we don't want that. Pain threshold and half light. We've got nothing for physical instrument. Marjulaw, thank you very much for that new follow as well. Welcome to the channel. Alright. Oh, I can see Kim through my arm. Hello. Oh, that's a weird... bit of a weird graphical glitch there. What the hell? Kim, why are you intruding on my inventory screen, dude? That's not cool. Okay, let's try and crack open this freezer once and for all. With, you know, arms like wet noodles.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer, the ice around it slowly melting.
Oh dear. Was this better off as well if I also equip the crowbar? I don't think it was. I think I tried this and it didn't make a
This
difference.
orange machine
Yeah.
is dead still. It has a hand-cranked
28%,
ice-cold churner
guys.
and an electric freezer. The ice groans and howls under the strain of your giant Gewaltsund multi-tool until the lid cracks open.
I use my big tool to open this.
Darkness lies inside, but you can faintly make out an object, intricate and foreign, left there for a sub-zero beauty sleep, a filament memory with the words "off-site copy" written on its side.
Take it.
You gently lift the cube from its frosty bedding, careful not to damage it.
We should take it back to Miss Lukanen Kilde as soon as possible. I'm not sure how well unused filaments tolerate room temperatures.
Yes, but aren't you curious to know what's on the precious filament? There's a radio computer upstairs.
That would be dramatic of me, let's be honest. That'd be very dramatic of me. Alright, I'm gonna put the vest back on. We also sell it for 10 real. Oh no. What do we think? Take it back to the lady? Or have a look at it first? Because looking at it might damage it. And we did promise to help her. I don't want to damage it. Okay. We'll take it back to her. And we'll do that first, since I've got a distinct impression we're on a timer now. Said we're going to take it back to her soon. So if we go and question the lady, might not work. Alright, back to the church. And then maybe we can get this place turned into a club for music. Because that's important police work. I was wondering if standing here would make the music go away, but it doesn't. Oh well.
Yes, what is it?
So, about the off-site copy you asked me to bring.
Yes?
So is this the filament you... I'm going to show the production schedule first, actually. Let's see what that provokes. We've still got it and we can give it to her.
No, that's the production schedule you stole and accessed without authorization.
Oh, right.
I don't need it.
Oh, right, yeah. That's right, because that's how she found out about us. Because we tried to access it and didn't know the password.
In his defense, it was simply lying in the desk drawer of an abandoned cubicle.
Okay, but still.
Yeah. So I brought the filament.
Thanks. Looks like it's the one.
So what's going to happen now?
Now I'm going to print it out to see what's left of it.
Cool.
Wait, no. That's dangerous. She shouldn't do it.
What are you even hoping to find? I'm going to ignore that.
I have a theory. Lintel was able to divine the location of the anomaly from this broken copy. I want to repeat their calculation, only this time with better equipment. Watch. What an intricate display of failure.
The paper starts filling out with ink, soaking it in a gleaming blackness. Not a single line of data stands out.
Something is very wrong with that filament memory.
Sorna doesn't reply, her hands running over the printout. She's looking for something. For her morning star. Eyes scouring the millimeters.
Here. I found it.
Where?
Hold on.
Okay. gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let her do her thing.
Just give me a second. I'm almost...
I've never witnessed a programmer work before.
Calm down, Kim. God, don't get excited.
Done. I've got it. I found the location of the anomaly.
You did? You found coordinates?
I found the coordinates.
She's beaming. You can feel it in your heart.
OMG, congrats, yo.
Thank you.
So where is it? Where's this 2mm hole in the world?
There. In the swallow.
Well, that was something you already determined. You've just... Okay.
Think you can help me again?
Sure.
I need you to go move those water bolts for me. I need to double-check my calculations.
What an interesting proposition. Truly a task for the intellectuals. Solving the puzzle of water bowls.
Alright, I'll go figure it out. I'm good at intellectual puzzles.
Figure it out? No. I don't need you to figure anything out. I've got a computer for that.
Well, that's cheating.
Just walk over to the circle and follow my instructions. Move the third bowl 2 centimeters to the left, and the fourth bowl 5 centimeters to the right. This should do the trick.
So third 2 to the left, 5... no, third 2 to the left, fourth 5 to the right.
What? She only wants you to follow instructions. Nothing intellectually stimulating. In this task, a child could do it.
No need to memorize? Ah, okay. You never know. Sometimes they can spring that on you. You get there and it's like, so... You want to move this ball 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8 centimeters to the left or the right. And you're like, I've been caught out by games that do that. You don't trust my intellectual capabilities to solve a problem on my own?
Come on. It's not about your brain. Even I couldn't figure it out on my own. Can you please just go and move the water bowls for me? Thanks.
Fine.